Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
We have confirmed that Charlie Kirk has passed away. In our previous video, it wasn't confirmed in our previous video, but then later, literally seconds of us uploading, it was confirmed. And again, you guys, please excuse my emotion. I'm sad, but I can punch through a wall right now. But right now there is a lot of outrage and a backlash from the one and only. You can already guess. MSNBC. You know, again, like I told you, the media, the enemy of the people. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. You know? But I want to just take a moment of silence right now as we send prayers, our love and condolences, Charlie Kirk's family. I would ask that you join me. I want to tell you guys that I love you, man. Every last one of y'all. God bless you all and your family. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what your skin color is, what your age is, where you come from, what you look like. It's one love to the human race, man. But MSNBC, they ought to just shut this crap down, man. They ought to just shut all this mess down. The hell with the media, man. We're gonna go through what some of these reports and what people are saying. I'm just still, and again, please bear with me. I'm still in just disbelief. We have tons of videos we recorded that are gonna be posted on the show today, but after this one, this might be the last one for today. But MSNBC suggesting Charlie Kirk should have expected to be assassinated for his words.
But following up on what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the unfortunate environment we're in. But
says, Dear FCC Chief Brendan Carr, it's time to revoke MSNBC's broadcasting license. Thank you. Says, hey, MSNBC, I'm going to go ahead and rule out that it was one of Charlie Kirk's supporters that accidentally shot him with a celebratory gun.
In which a shooting like this happens.
yeah, and again, I emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about.
What? What? We don't know if this was one of
Was a supporter shooting their gun off.
if this was one of his supporters shooting his gun off. That this was one of MAGA. One of the MAGAs shooting their gun. One of the Trumpers shooting their gun. Fuck MSNBC, man. Excuse my language, family, but fuck MSNBC. She says, F you, Van Jones, F you, MSNBC, CNN, F you, Nazi bull, Dems, and your rhetoric. The blood is on you. F you all. Prayers for Charlie and his family. God bless Charlie Kirk. F you, Hakeem Jeffries. F you, Maxine Waters. F you to every Democrat who called for violence in the streets. I am so effing sick. Breaking: MSNBC anchor Katie Tur is facing demands to be immediately fired after claiming President Trump plans to use the shooting of Charlie Kirk as a justification for something.
After one of the Doge employees was allegedly attacked in Washington, D.C., that's what Donald Trump used as justification to send in federal troops into Washington, D.C. to get things under control. The carjacking situation, he used that. And I know it's hard to predict the future, Mark, but you can imagine the administration using this as a justification for something.
Oh, man. Wow. MSNBC has a guy basically saying that it's Charlie Kirk's fault because what he says and what his politics are. After this, the host continued to demonize Charlie while he fight for his life. Every advertiser must call on to pull their ads from MSNBC immediately. MSNBC says Charlie Kirk had it coming. I have no words for how awful these people are. MSNBC just speculated that Charlie Kirk's shooting could have been a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration. Pure evil. At the moment when the entire country is unified in prayer for Charlie Kirk, MSNBC is speculating that an assassin may have been a supporter of Charlie shooting their gun off in celebration. MSNBC needs their broadcast license revoked immediately. MSNBC already back demonizing Charlie Kirk just minutes after he was shot in Utah.
Weighed in on this. He just tweeted the AR affiliate in Utah and the aftermath of the shooting. You could see people running away pretty quickly, as you would imagine they would do at gunshots. The FBI director, Kash Patel, has weighed in on this. He just tweeted the following: "We're closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and the investigation." Charlie Kirk is a divisive figure, polarizing, lightning rod, whatever term you want to use. Why?
Well, he's one of MAGA's most prominent voices online. He hosts a near daily podcast. He opines on almost everything. He's been very closely aligned with the president since his initial run for office in 2015, 2016. And his ties to Trump really elevated his own brand. He was really quite young as an activist when the president launched his initial campaign. And he has kind of ridden along with MAGA since 2016 and built up a massive, massive brand of his own. His group has brought in tons and tons of money.
The demons on MSNBC immediately used Charlie Kirk's shooting to attack Trump. Instead of praying for Charlie Kirk and his family after being shot, MSNBC is most concerned that the Trump administration would use this as a justification for something. Demons, truly sickening. And as you can see, everybody's posting MSNBC and that their license should be revoked, that they ought to just shut all this down. And even the El Salvador president, Bukele, calls out MSNBC directly, and he says you don't hate the media enough. And I just seen it on my timeline. I think I scrolled past it by accident, but he did post it on his X account. But right now there is a boycott against MSNBC right now, as you said, we're reporting on this right now. You know, and this hasn't been the first time. You know, but MSNBC has no shame. Katie Tur ought to be fired.
And we're seeing people are really upset, and they start lashing out online, and they start blaming others for what led up to this. I mean, we see it when Democrats are targeted. We see it when Republicans are targeted. And we're seeing it with this. Anna Paulina Luna, who's a representative from Florida, has put this out on X. She's blaming the Democrats. She's blaming the rhetoric the Democrats use calling Republicans fascist. She's saying, you are the hate. If you're in the FBI field office and you see this sort of stuff bubbling up online, how worried do you get about somebody taking up the cause of Charlie Kirk and lashing out on somebody who's seen as a Democrat or somebody who is a Democrat?
Oh man, it says early unconfirmed reports Charlie Kirk has died. Van Jones needs to be fired now. Now MSNBC and Katie Tur is saying supporter may have violently shots. Again, we're gonna report it on this, but he said this night before last, a couple of hours ago.
Hurt people. What happened was horrible, but it becomes an opportunity for people to jump on bandwagons. And then for someone like Charlie Kirk, he should be ashamed of himself. No one mentioned the word race, white, black, or anything except him. What people mentioned is the horror of what happened to this young woman.
And when Van Jones mentioned Charlie Kirk a couple hours ago, this blew up the internet. So this is why everybody's posting about Van Jones right now as well. Wow, man, I'm just in shock. Again, y'all, please bear with me, family. I just can't. Y'all know I was the same way when we was live recording. We was live broadcasting when we seen Trump go down, you know. Oh, man. Oh, man. I love you guys, man. I love y'all, man. We send our prayers, Charlie Kirk's family. We send our love, our condolences.